What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, Sonic.
And I'm your co-host, Snuff.
So, what's on the fucking agenda today?
Well, last time we got hijacked by Jova. Not jacked off. Don't confuse yourself, because
No, that's only on Wednesdays.
hijacked by Jova. It was great. We were capped on some stuff. Things used to be expensive back then. $400 for HIDs, and now you get them $25 on Alibaba.
So now, do you believe me?
Dude, it's real. I know it's real. I know it's real. I know it's real. It was very difficult growing up, attempting to modify cars without eBay. I get it.
I mean, yeah. eBay was around, but eBay wasn't as popular as it's become today.
Yeah, but you guys had real mail then. Like, it was like mail on foot, not just email.
And you know what sucked is that we didn't know any better.
Oh, I was going to say your builds.
Well, that too, obviously. We all got to start somewhere, shit. But we used to go to the shops, and at least by us, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, you had to remember Mobile Sound.
Uptown. Yeah. Those guys would rob you blind.
Before Uptown.
They're on Tunnelly, no?
No, they were always on Kennedy. Okay. But before they got Uptown, they were where the parking lot of PC Richards is. That's for everybody that listens that's in pretty much Hudson County. If you're an OG, before PC Richard, it was just empty lot and small Mobile Sound.
Yeah.
With one small little driveway that was like an L-shaped. That was a fucking mission to get into because the garage was in the back of the shop. But there, the big thing there was HIDs. And I'll give you a little bit more backstory. Before that, you had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that was uncle's, cousin's, brother's friend that used to take HIDs off the 3.2 Acura TLs when they first came out. Because Acura was the first one to bring out HIDs to the market.
You sure it was Acura and not Nissan?
No, Acura.
Okay, I had asked.
I remember that because they used to. I remember hearing all the stories of like the cars, everybody that bought a brand new like 3.2 TL.
Okay.
They were all without headlights. Like they would just steal headlights. That used to be the thing in town. And that used to be like the it thing. And you would pay somebody like $200. Now you think about it, like this day and age, to spend $200 on HIDs.
Actually, the first cars come out with HID systems were BMW 7 Series in the early 90s.
Yeah, but the ballast in the headlights alone, like you couldn't.
Like 4 pounds, I know.
Yeah, you couldn't. You just couldn't.
I just Googled it.
Just for some apparent reason, the Acura 3.2 TLs here in town,
All
like
had HIDs.
Hudson County, they were factory HIDs.
Jesus Christ.
And I remember hearing the stories of these guys that they would be like, yeah, no, you just go with a big ass flathead and just go pop, poof, and pop them out. You're done. Just grab snippers and you're out. And I remember that one poor guy that we knew got his headlights stolen like 4 times, to the point that the insurance was like, yo, bro, you're on your own. Because the headlights were like $4,000. That's back then money. That's like saying today,
10,000.
yeah, you just pay 10 grand for a set of headlights. Just to give you
An idea.
an idea of what. So when Mobile Sound was like, hey, listen, aftermarket HIDs just came out from like, I forgot what the fuck. I think it was Philips was making them. A purple ballast. Never going to forget because of how many I went through. They were absolute dog shit. If they lasted on you 6 months, you were fucking King Big Dick.
Hold on. We're getting too off topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're burning
time. Because we.
God knows we don't have much of that anymore.
Yeah.
We were hijacked by Jova, and we were talking about Georgia, the trip, and about if I'd ever do the drive again, yada, yada.
Right,
yada.
yes. Right, and we established that you would do the drive, correct?
Correct.
Just under a certain time frame.
8 hours is my max.
That's your max.
Yep.
You're not driving past 8 hours
Absolutely
anywhere.
Not. No way.
To go to a show or whatever it is with the car.
If I'm trailering it, yeah, I'll drive past the 8 hours.
I mean, granted, obviously, you're a lot more comfortable, so you can.
Did I tell everybody I bought a truck here?
Yeah. I think everybody knows like season 1. No, season 2. Sorry.
Season 3, I bought the truck.
3. My bad.
Because we're in 4 now.
But continue.
Wow. Jeez. All right. So anyway, guys,
The difference is that now season 4, I also have
a Super
a
Duty.
Duder. I got a Duder and I got the fucking cowboy boots too.
So
I'm a redneck just like the rest of you.
monkey see, monkey do, and it is awfully scary. He hasn't lifted the thing yet, but he's two-toned it with vinyl. And a man who leans on paint so much did a two-tone with vinyl. I don't want to say any names, but his
It's not
name
bad for an Amazon vinyl. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me.
his name rhymes with Schmenk Schmastinata. I'm not gonna say his name though.
I can't complain for, Amazon vinyl.
Anyway, so that what we were going towards was we were talking about the body work in it.
Yeah, if I remember right, I think we were going on, I was asking you if,
How
well, I
everything
was,
held up, and I had to fight
yeah,
off
yeah.
glue marks. Thanks a lot for that. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. I'm glad you remembered me.
I wanted to piss on your porch. I was so angry.
That would have been great on my camera, let me tell you. I would have saved that clip for endless days.
If one of your cats would have walked past, I'd have pissed on it too. Yeah, now go lay down in his bed.
No, but I was asking you, in terms of, okay, it's now saying all the body work done, paints to exactly what you want, specifications, the whole 9 yards. It is top to bottom exactly how you want the new revamp.
Yeah.
Okay? Would you still do the 8 hours?
Absolutely. And quite frankly, that's the subject I want to touch on today.
What?
I think all the body work and paint is overrated.
Wait, you want to go back to rap?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
oh,
I'm not going that way. Relax. My whole shit is I think it's overrated because as much money as we put into it, the more delicate you kind of have to be with it.
Yes.
More selective.
And it's stupid and it sucks balls. And I'll tell you why. Because one, you know what? Red's a perfect example.
Go ahead.
I won't even go with blue because that's a whole different fucking topic in itself. I got red, like I told you, with a fucking tree on it. Paint was, if you farted on it, clear was coming off. Much like the Duder, to give you an idea. That bad of a clear,
No way.
but in red.
Did you tell everybody what I did to your duder with the stickers?
Oh, yeah, well, okay, quick little backstory. Yes, I do have a Duder now. Pretty much the toe pig. Not gonna go crazy. Cricket. I'll add the crickets later. But she does look nicer than what it was when I found her. Long story short.
I don't know if what you did to it was nicer. I mean, you prettied it up.
Yeah.
You put lipstick on a pig.
Exactly. And it's a prettier pig. So if you squint your eyes hot, good enough, it's fucking thing is amazing.
It looks like Beyonce.
Yeah. It's fucking Beyonce on wheels. Shit. But granted, I got a toe pig is pretty much to do one job and to do it well. Tow my shit from point A, point B.
Comfortably.
And comfortably and not worry and not have to deal with the bullshit.
So, we pick it up because we use my truck to tow it.
Yeah, that alone was an adventure. Super Duder pulled the Super Duder with the trailer, and half of it was hanging off of it. Great time. The best 40 miles an hour I ever did on the turnpike to get back here. It was like eternity to get fucking back here. But besides the point, fast forward. We get to the lot, we fucking pull it off. It had a mess of stickers because it was a commercial truck in its prior life. Fucknut over here decides to help me take the stickers off the damn truck and took clear with it. So I had an awesome imprint of what the old logos used to be.
So my favorite part about the whole thing is on both doors there was a good.
We're even because I ripped your emblem off your Duder. So we're now officially even.
Oh shit! Yeah, we are. We're
Stating
square.
This now. We are square because I did take off your emblem by accident.
Again, I don't get mad. I get even, and I did. It was like a 2 foot by 3 foot sticker.
Yeah, no, and it was like the world's cheapest. You could tell the guy got the fucking stickers done on Etsy.
I think he might have fucking grill glued them stickers on. They sucked.
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, the fender ones that still have not come off. They're burnt onto the paint. It's now one with the paint. And you know what? They're fucking staying in there.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother, to be
fine.
honest.
It's gonna be fine.
But yeah, so I had to deal with all that and taking the rest of the stickers off and the typical bullshit of a project truck, getting it up and running and blah, blah, blah. But again, to go back on
To what we're talking about.
to what we were talking about with the car and all this shit. So having it pristine, having it done, like I said, top to bottom. exactly
Overrated.
Yeah, Yeah, but again, like we were going to with red. Found it with the tree on it, blah, blah, blah. I was driving that fucking thing up and down, everywhere.
Okay.
I even rattle canned it. And I still drove it everywhere. I didn't give a flying fuck. I get an opportunity, I throw it in the shop. Make her pretty again. You know what sucked? The bill.
Uh-huh.
So anybody that has a BMW, well, better said, anybody that has Hellrot Red or has dealt with Hellrot Red knows exactly what I'm talking about. Paint alone was like $4,000.
It's not bad.
Stupid. The car's from '94.
Uh-huh.
Paint shouldn't be practically $4,000.
The word hell's in the name.
Yeah, exactly. But that's where the mindset changes at that point. Because it's all fun and games when it's still a project car and you have your mods, it's whatever. It's kind of like how you want it. You're comfortable with it. You're like semi-satisfied.
Yeah.
You can enjoy it, not care too much on where you park it, if I have it on the street, if I don't got it on the street. You don't really care because you know you could just be like, quick spit, spray paint, clear, keep going.
Done.
But now you're looking at money. That's my point. And that's where it gets shitty, that you start babying.
So hear me out.
Uh-huh.
The point I was attempting to make was, if I knew that it was going to cost this much to get the car to where it was, I probably would have picked a different platform.
Really?
Absolutely.
Really?
Something less drivable. Something that breaks down more often.
How the fuck does that make sense right now? And I've had a long day, so please, enlighten me with that one.
I would buy something that is only worth driving when it's worth driving.
So, okay, I get it.
And listen, that statement out loud was not for the simple-minded, nor for the feeble at heart. It is for the diehard car guy who drives his Porsche on Father's Day and his birthday.
And that's it. And it goes back in the garage.
And feels a
I
real
get
car.
it. Okay, see, no, I can understand that.
The guy who breaks out the E30
Yeah.
and understands that this car's not going to last forever, dude. And I'm sitting in it for the next half hour. I'm going to enjoy myself and put the radio on, drop the top. It's going to be my turn.
Okay, I get it.
If I was doing a full show car and I knew what I knew now, I would have started with something like that. A platform that I know.
It's going to be strictly weekender. type deal.
No. It's not a platform that everybody sees often. Because you got Z's a dime a dozen, dude.
True.
If I leave the team tomorrow, you can find 4 more, I promise you.
The platform is common. What makes it different in terms of you is the different outtake you've taken on the platform.
Oh, well, most Z guys don't have the pockets I do. That's the easier.
Yeah, but let's say, in this game, there's always somebody that got more money.
Oh, yeah, GTR guys. And if you have more money, you don't buy a Z. You start with something else.
No, but let's say, for example, if they do. You know what I mean? Let's say if they do. Still, the design aspect that you have done is different than what's out.
Oh, I follow a bunch of those guys. Jesus Christ.
But just on color scheme alone.
I can list
Because
off people who have it.
let's face it,
But in vinyl.
on paper, you say white and blue. It's cringy as shit.
Yep.
We know it.
And then I bring it to the table and you're like, it's all right.
But how it's executed,
Matters for a lot.
you're like, okay, shit.
This looks decent.
Because I've always said it. What you've done, whether you did it intentionally or in the process of going, or by mistake, whatever the 3 you want to choose,
Yeah.
you have taken the 2000 style aesthetics
I made it recent, modern.
and modernized it. Whether that was the plan, whether that's the road you kind of just went on by accident because the shit that everybody dealt with you, because you had issues, along the way.
We went through the fucking ringer. Yep.
You've had issues, so you've had to accommodate to the issues and continue going instead of stopping, start from scratch, and then start again. You kind of just rolled with it, and it's
To be
morphed
honest,
to
my
what it is
paint
now.
job wouldn't have been what it is if my wheels would have came out the way I wanted.
Yes, which is fucking hilarious.
All right, so I'm gonna say it out loud. My wheels.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say names of this. I was like, no, let's not do that shit now. We've been doing good 4 seasons so far.
My wheels.
God, I have a list of people I hate. But anyway, continue.
Came from a powder coating shop in Long Island, and the true story behind it is I had a very good friend sell me on a color, and he executed such color. It just so happened to be that I guess they weren't outgassed enough, or they weren't baked on enough, where it started to crack from the inside.
Right. For in layman's terms, for those that don't get it,
It was defect.
it was exactly that.
They were perfect for like 2 weeks, and then they defected. And I brought it back, and my friend no longer worked at that place. And the owner of the place decided to sell me on a color via phone.
Which,
And
in
retrospect,
yeah, they look good on the
On
screen on the
phone.
phone. So it's one of those. Just on
in person,
in person, it's a
no, he catfished me on fucking color.
yeah. Okay, I wasn't even gonna fucking.
Can I
like
drop
you-
the name of the shop?
Absolutely not. We've been doing good for 4 seasons. I'm not starting down that fucking rabbit hole.
Well, he
One day when we say, listen, we're done with this, we dropping names like fucking dropping bodies. But for the
But hold
meantime,
on.
we're good.
So they didn't do a bad job at powder coating. This was just a really fucking ugly color.
Yeah, because you have to admit.
You know what? I'm not bashing them right now.
No, I get it. Like I said,
It was the powder touch. It was a powder touch. And Damien, I'm sorry. I'm cool with you.
God
and
damn it, we have been doing so
got
well
nothing
until
against
season
you.
4.
And you're the real reason I went to the old school Japanese style paint job. Because
So in-
something about that gold spoke to me with white and blue.
So in one side of it, it's you motherfucker. But also the other side of the coin is,
Thanks.
thanks, asshole. In a nicer way, I guess, to say it. So, but yeah, it is funny because literally the entire design of the whole car changed because of the wheels.
And all it takes is one thing usually to set me off. That if it blows up enough and I'm in my head enough, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to make it happen.
So, I mean, granted, you've worked well with it.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
made it
worked
work.
out your way. And exactly, you've made it work. So the question is, I mean, are you going to end up redoing the wheels? Or is that kind of like, as much as you're like, whatever, it's just like one of those that have
How
grown
often
on
do
you.
I send you listings that I'm looking at wheels on Facebook?
All the
or,
fucking time.
or Instagram or eBay or... Do you think I'm
like
looking
the
for
wheels,
you
to
or
be
do you think I'm looking for me, motherfucker?
I don't know. You usually normally send me BMW stuff. I'm just waiting for you to buy me them.
If I hit the Mega Millions, I'll get you one.
That's fine.
Or
That works for me.
6, whatever.
That deals for me.
If I hit the Mega Millions, I'd buy the C4 brand.
You're so stupid. There's enough money yet.
There isn't enough money yet?
That's my baby. That's my baby. That's just not enough money yet.
You let me buy in though, right?
Obviously, that's a different thing, but we can talk about that later. So going back to this. So, like, again, having the car perfect, everything else, you would still do the 8 hours.
Yeah.
This is, again, like I was saying
No
in
questions.
episode 1.
No questions, but I'm telling
With
you.
the trailer working, because we know we got to make
Yes,
it look pretty and
yes.
do all the best shit to it.
But the whole body work, paint job, blah, blah, blah is super overrated because not for anything.
It is stupid. I'm the first one to tell you.
I went to the show. I saw nothing like, well, I saw 2 people like me. And there's-
In Z's?
yeah. One was a real, actual veil side body kit. And the other one was actually Sean's old build, Zaddy.
Okay.
And I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I've seen this on Instagram 101 times. I made a connection with Sean. Cool.
Okay.
And then I see the veil side kit. I'm like, on the other car, I'm like, oh, tan. That's an interesting color to go with.
Doesn't look bad.
So now we're the loudest cars there, visually speaking. And we didn't win anything. We walked away empty-handed.
Well, we're going to get into that now,
Hold on.
but go on.
And I want to say the Z community is not a community that will work for you, with you, or do anything about you. They will do what benefits them and how they feel as though it's used to it. Because the only people who voted, to be honest, were not spectators. It was the Z Car Club members who voted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And those guys are purists. Remember the same guy from Carlisle? The
Hey.
little old man?
No, yeah.
He was
yeah.
cool.
Wait, he was there again? Stop, he was there again? Really?
That's the guy who beat me a second time.
Okay. All right. Let's get into that. Let's
Hold
get
on,
into-
hold on, hold on. My
God
favorite
damn
part
it.
is after the show, he walked back around. He goes, "You're the owner. I remember seeing you at Carlisle up against the barn." And I looked at him. I was like, "You're the guy who won the last one." He goes, "And this one." Big
Oh.
stupid smile on. I think his name is Ed. Shout out Ed if you're listening. And he stuck his hand out, and I looked at it, and I shook it slowly, and he looked at me. He was like, "You're going somewhere with this car. Just keep on going."
I mean, you know what? That's
And I looked at him and said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm never going to make it into a movie. You might."
But you know what? That's cool. In one way of it. But now to like kind of pick your brain a little bit on it. Seeing that you were there. You did it, you made it, you came back in one piece. Thank God, nothing happened to the car really. Just
Worth
a
it.
stupid like O2 sensor. No, you
Absolutely
told me
worth
that. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it.
Every second.
Push comes to shove. Not really push comes to shove. That's, bad way of saying it. But say, next year happens.
Yeah.
You're going to drive back?
Oof. I might just ship it down there.
Or like trailer? Are you a trailer? I'm
No.
assuming?
I'm
What do you mean
gonna
ship it. The fuck? UPS it? Like, what the fuck, my guy?
hear me out. Relax. I have a pretty strong Z community up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a group chat with like 40 of us,
No, I remember you telling me. I remember you telling me.
and you know how many people were pissed that I didn't tell them anything about how the show was or where it was, or they had to watch it back on YouTube and be like, "Wow, that was fucking awesome. Tell me more." Now, if they were all to just say, "All right, we're gonna pony up $250, $300 each. We'll fly out there for the week. We'll grab a room. Blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. How many cars can we fit on a car hauler?
Yeah, okay. So with a group of Z's, you're more willing to go back down.
Yeah.
And
By
see-
myself, I'd rather go to Gap.
Okay. Well, also, it's because you haven't been there yet.
Yes, but you're actually judged.
For what we know.
Hey, did you see the car that won?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a 90s show car.
Mm-hmm.
What
It
vibe
was.
do I have? What fucking vibe do I have?
Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna get into that though. We're gonna get into that.
Are we really?
Yeah, a little bit of it, not too much. But only reason why I want to get into it a little bit is because the amount of hate the car got.
The internet doesn't give a fuck about you, me.
No, you're right, 100%. I've always said it from the get-go. But I'm gonna ask you the question just because I've been at this for a while. So what that guy did to the car, and how it was modded, is 100% my taste. Because I've seen it, fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you could say I'm biased to a certain degree, just because that vibe is a vibe I've seen, I grew up with in the car scene, and I know that's the shit that wins. So you coming in now with a few years only under the belt, do you think it deserved to win compared to everything else that was there?
Absolutely not.
Why?
There were much more. Let's start off. In my personal opinion,
No, granted, yeah.
I think-
That's the fucking disclaimer always.
the rarer platform should count for nothingness. Absolutely zero. The rarity of the mods and how they're put together tastefully and yada yada yada.
Should be the what's.
The meat and potatoes of that dish.
Okay, so you think that the rarity of the car helped?
My guy, it was a Charger. What are you talking about? You fucking stoned?
No, just my question. I know exactly what I'm asking.
Get rarity of the car. What was special? Did Chip Foose make love in it? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Okay,
You're confusing the fuck out of me. It's not hard to do.
better said. Better said. What didn't you like, in your opinion, about it?
It looked like a stock body. The body looked stock. There was nothing done. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing done crazy to the rear fenders. There was nothing crazy done to the front fenders. The trunk opened up like a regular trunk. The hood opened up like a regular hood. Doors opened up regular too. What the fuck was special?
Are we thinking about the same car right now?
Pull it up.
Let's see. Let's see.
It looked like something that you would see at a boogie show. Nothing wrong with that. And it would be in the muscle car aisle, and you'd probably walk past it with the Oogie Boogie sticker on it.
I mean, it had Lambo doors.
No, I didn't say it was a bad build. But it
But
looks
again,
like,
like I'm
something that
checking out the
could've just
gallery. I'm
been-
just making sure we're still talking about the same car.
It could have been something that looks in a regular lineup at a regular show that we see. Motherfucker, this is GAT. You better come with Ganador or something.
I get it. Because
better
looking
come
at the
with custom
gallery,
paint
yeah,
somewhere.
100%. I can see the.
You better come with custom 3-piece. You better come with this, that, the third, the other thing, wide body. Custom this, custom that. Look at the seats on the inside. What kind of seats were they? Go ahead, tell me.
What were they cloth? I never saw a picture of the inside, so that's why I'm asking.
They're redone OEM seats with the customized.
Like two-tone or whatever.
No. I believe it was like stitched, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But
okay.
they did have TVs on the back of the seats.
Okay.
But come on, my guy, listen. Me and you both know aftermarket custom is top of the line. There were people who had aftermarket custom top of the line.
Okay. So I get it. I get it. See, this is now the new wave of judging. I only remember this because from your comment when we were talking with Carla, with Ian and the rest of
Yes.
the E-Judge, on how, perfect example, red. I don't have racing seats in red. I have the OEMs redone,
Yeah.
but it doesn't count.
Need racing seats, my
You
guy.
need racing seats. for
Same
it
thing
to
with
count.
Joey. That's why Joey took a
Yeah.
ass whooping on points.
Yeah, exactly. But now that you said that, it kind of, I'm like, oh shit, the new wave of because before your seats were redone, they were redone. It didn't count if it was
OEM.
OEM or if you straight up just ripped it out and did the racing seats. Racing seats would have probably given you
2, 3.
yeah, exactly, a few more points, nothing too crazy. But as long as you did something, is what counted. And
Now ready for
granted,
this?
executed nicely. Blah, blah,
What
blah.
happens if you ripped out your bride seats and color matched them to the back of to the blue in your car and then decided to label them up fitting to the build?
That's different. That should be, in my eyes, that should be like, they say from a 1 to a 10. 1 being shit, 10 being great. It should be 10, realistically speaking.
But to be fair, you would probably judge those seats as a 10 as well. But what I'm saying is, where his board was, it was 9s and 10s across it. You had other cars that had a lot going on, but like had stock fenders, stock rear fenders, stock door cards.
I get it. Like going through the gallery right off the bat, you remember the crazy 2002 BMW, the wide body one?
Yeah.
That was in New York.
Yeah. He was there. He could have won Best in Show.
But now that's where it changes. That you're like, okay. Granted, I don't know if he was a booth car or if he was actually competing.
No, he was competing.
I don't know if he was competing. But again, personal opinion. I think that should have spanked everyone in there.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I get it. I get it 100%. But now again, another angle I'm going to hit you on. Seeing that, still think it's worth attempting. And I only say that because, let's face it, GAT is not an hour drive.
Ready for this? I'm going to spank in my class. And if I lose to somebody, it's because of reason.
Okay. But
Because-
they do have Nissan class, right? They do?
Yeah.
They do?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
'Cause I wasn't even sure, to be honest, what classes they actually have here.
I'm getting sick of going to shows without a Nissan class.
And I told you, it happens. It happens all the fucking time. Normally, you know what it is? Better said. Half of the shows that don't have an online presence, it's kind of like a flyer, Instagram page, or a Facebook event thing, and day of, like no registration online, no really anything. They will stick to the bare minimums and change on the fly. I've seen them do it. I've seen many shows do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They say, for example, they never even thought of Nissan class, for example.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, guess what? 7 fucking Z's show up. You better believe they're gonna go in the trailer. They're gonna get an extra fucking trophy, and they're gonna make a quick sign that says Nissan. And now they got Nissan.
Yeah.
But the shitty part about that, the good thing about it is they can change on the fly and add a class. The shitty part about it is they're not gonna have like first, second, or third.
Yeah, maybe. I don't care whether they do or don't.
It's depending.
The
But that's one of those things with those shows anyway.
The other half of that is not a People's Choice Award.
Which again goes back to the Z stuff that you went to.
Yep.
Because I told you from day one, purists and purist events,
They rock a certain way, and it's not our cup.
you can go. I'm not saying not to go.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do
You're
shit
You
there.
can go, experience it, see it, whatever. But why they're always going to look down
At us, the modification guys.
at the modded guys? Because you're blasphemy what you did to
and they
them.
can eat shit.
You know what I mean? But that's why I always ask you, will it be worth it for you to, because let's face it, it's gas, hotels,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely worth it.
food, where you're going to stay.
Expenses.
Granted that you don't worry on the car driving, but let's face it, you're not near your house. Something breaks or something happens.
You gotta do it on the fly.
You got to act on the fly, and you got to fucking,
Figure it the fuck out.
how the hell?
Zip
Do I
tie,
get
duct
there or
tape.
do I get back?
Yep.
Like, what do you do?
Good thing we have a trailer.
You know what I mean? But let's say, for example,
The truck breaks down. You
no,
drive
no,
the
no,
Z.
not even. You driving it down the way you did. If God forbid something would have happened,
I'd have showed up with no front bumper, with a big stupid smile on my face.
but granted, you have that. I still say it. You only have that brain fart because you're getting a revamp. You're looking at me
Keep on saying
smiling.
it out loud. Like you're such a piece of shit.
I'm not fucking saying what the revamp is, but that's why you kind of have. It's like a good fart you let out, and it didn't make sound. That's all that is. Because I'm pretty sure it'll be a different conversation if it was from point A to point B, bro.
Perfect.
Perfect. This would be a completely different conversation right now.
No, because ready for this? If I did smack something on it, it would give me a chance for growth.
Yes, true. There's always that.
And
It
guess
comes
what?
in the territory of the car game.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. As you drive these highly modified cars and things snap and break and crack and hairline and spiderweb out, there's your opportunity for growth.
Always is. Always is.
Same thing with life. Something fucked up happens, you get an opportunity to learn from it. Move
It's
on.
very true. It's very true. But still, now
Dropping
my,
gems on you cocksuckers. You got to be listening to this. Come on.
but my whole 2 cents on like events like that, or again, it could be a little bit of bias just because I've been at it for a while already, and I can smell the shit from far away sometimes. I've worked too hard to get Blue, for argument's sake. I'm not gonna bring Blue to a fucking purist show of like Trailblazer. Granted, shit doesn't even exist, but let's just fucking go with it. Let's say it existed.
Okay.
Let's say it's
Hypothetically
let's say
speaking.
hypothetically, the community of Trailblazers and Envoys is fucking. I can see. Okay, and they're all fucking purists, and they do the biggest fucking show of the year in the middle of the fucking country or some stupid shit like that.
Like I went to.
Yeah, yeah. No, bro. Nah, I wouldn't go. And I sure as fuck wouldn't have driven it.
You wouldn't go to see what's out there?
If it's a purist show, no. For that, I'll go to a local Chevy dealer and see the used fucking lot. Do you get my train of thought?
Yeah, but the Z1 show wasn't just a purist show.
Okay, granted, yes. But I'm saying if it was a purist show, you got lucky in that aspect.
That there were people who were modified there.
Modified to a limit.
Yeah, you're right.
Modified to a limit.
But as far as maxed out goes, there was maybe 3 people there. Maybe.
Again. But at least, again, you still have stuff to look at, is my point.
You want to hear the crazier part that I kept on thinking about?
What?
You know how many stock front bumpers and rear bumpers I seen? Dude, I could not believe it. That's the first thing fucking we switch out on our cars. Just to make it look a little different.
And not even that. How many were on bags?
Us three.
Everybody else was coilovers, right?
Majority, yeah.
Or lower springs.
Yeah, yeah. The
And
best
like I
was
said, you've gotten lucky in that aspect.
one of the guys that worked at Z1. I pulled up. I was, am I parking here? No, move it over. All right, that's perfect. And you heard, tss. He goes, this motherfucker got money. You're from up north, huh?
He's fucking stupid, yo.
He said it just like that. This motherfucker got money. You're from up north, huh? I stuck my head out the window. I said, yep. He goes, are you a fucking liberal? I looked at him and said, mind your business. That doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? It's. I'll give you the BMW community.
Yeah.
The E36 guys, half of them are pricks.
From what I've seen, all of them, like including the one that has the red one, that's
No, he's
pretty
not
close
that
to me.
bad. He has his moments, but he's not that bad.
Scummy Scumperton.
He does not use his blinkers like the rest of them. I'll tell you that shit right now. I don't use them. Fuck blinkers. I totally understood that until I sat in it. I was like, I totally get it. Fuck blinkers. Fuck wipers too. You know what? Fuck life. Just gonna keep on going.
Give a shit about anything. But continue.
But when you know how many meets, like in like meetups there are, of like E36 guys.
There's a whole team devoted.
Bro,
to them.
there's one like every week. Even in pure cold, in blizzard, they still come out.
I don't get it.
Would it be cool? 100%. Would it be awesome to sit there and like kind of like, granted, you wouldn't really have much to talk about in that aspect of like, yeah, I chopped up my fenders, you know, like we can have.
Yeah.
It would be like, yeah, electrical gremlins, huh? He goes, yeah, like that's really the only thing. Fucking drinks oil like I drink
so
Coronas, right?
fucked.
Yeah, like that's the shit that you can like really relate to with somebody that's a purist in the E36 world. That's about it. Aside from that, why'd you chop up your fenders? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? But why? It was pretty just the way it was.
Can't do it.
That's why I don't waste my time.
Would you say that an E36 is rarer than a Z? Depending on the body style, right?
Not really, because the E36 is the E36 platform.
Yeah, but
you mean like what? The E30s maybe?
No. I think in rarity it goes the Vert, the Coupe, the sedan.
The sedan is the black sheep of the family.
Where it's not that sought after.
It's not really that sought after. It kind of still has the bro tax on it, just because it still looks like a coupe.
It's an E36 regardless.
You know what I mean? It's an E36 regardless. You can still strip the shit out of it and drift the fucking piss out of it. Do people, oh my God, I want the sedan? No. I've never fucking heard of that. Hell, I didn't give a shit about it. I just found it unique and it had a fucking tree on it.
Two things you've never heard in your life. Oh my God, I love that sedan. And wow, it's too big.
But you know what I mean? It's one of those things, bro.
Yeah.
Automatically, you ask anybody, you got an E36. The first thing they ask you, if they haven't seen it or they don't see you next to it, two-door or drop top. But you know what? I'll take it back. You know what's really the black child? The Cabriolet.
You mean black sheep?
Black sheep, whatever. Whatever, it's a long fucking day. Did I say black child? That's such a good one.
Banned.
And canceled.
I'm like thinking to myself, like, does he mean it's like fast, or does he think it's like?
Wow, and I thought I was bad.
That's a good stereotype.
That was good. That was good.
But
we
listen,
can
if you
we can
can't-
definitely go down that rabbit hole,
Here's-
but it won't be for this episode.
Here's the other thing: if you can't take a joke, fuck you.
Yeah, for real. Just don't report us to Spotify. Thanks, appreciate it. Anyway, the black sheep of the E36 community is the Cabriolet. That one people really fucking hate. Like if you show up with that, you're a bitch. Like you're
Is
a
it the
girl.
hatchback
You're a
one?
girl. Yes. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of get it to a certain degree, but I'm just like, bro, who gives a fuck really? As long as it's modern nice. Because those things with a Liberty Walk look actually really nice. And they look pretty cool.
Yeah, I get it.
Until you stand in the back, you're like, I don't know.
It's like the fat girl at while you're drunk.
Yeah, it's like the fat girl
Maybe.
got railed, but to a certain angle, it like kind of works if the light hits it right.
Yeah, but then you buy one, staring at it in the morning, you're like, why the fuck did I do
Why
that?
did I do this? So actually, no. The second one is sedan. Top of the list, I believe, in the E36 community is definitely the Cabriolet. Again, me
All right, so
don't give a shit, but
it's as far as wanted to non-wanted, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, do you think it's more? What's more sought after?
I mean, I would say definitely, like I said, the coupe sedan, Cooper Cabriolet, the Corvette, drop top, whatever, long day.
Corvette.
I don't know. I was thinking about Corvette for a second because I saw one on Marketplace this morning and it looked really nice. It stayed in my mind.
It's still rattling around that
Yeah,
ring.
yeah,
Guys, Sonic Scott life hitting them.
Oh, it's so much.
Running a
there
business, running a
isn't-
team,
it-
back-to-back flips.
I don't have enough coffee. I really do not have enough coffee right now to go over it. But I was looking at a fucking mean ass C4 Corvette this morning.
Anyway.
Sorry, but anyway, yeah.
Would you say that the E36 platform is more sought after than the Z platform?
That's a good question though. Like
I got a
honestly,
backup coming for this. Watch this, guys.
I don't know, because there is a million more Z's out than there is
Yeah, and it's way more
E36s.
modifiable.
Like even in town, let's say for example,
No. This is a simple question because I'm trying to get somewhere.
Okay,
And I'm
okay,
pretty
go.
sure we're born to piss out of our listeners.
Nah, I doubt it. We've done worse.
Would you rather go with the E36 or a Z?
I'll still stick with the E36.
All right, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You go to a show, you see a maxed out E36 and you see a maxed out Z. You know the guy for the E36 spent way more time maxing that out because parts are less available.
Yes, true. Yes.
The guy from the Z put together way better because parts are more available. Who's going to win that
But
one?
probably more expensive.
So what? Who's going to win it?
I mean, I think that would come down to how each one was built. If they were thrown together, let's say. If they were thrown together.
Okay. Based on what you've seen the Z guys do, use me as an example, what you've seen the E36 community do,
Okay.
don't use Red Eyes as an example. Ready for this?
No. I know like two or three that are like stupid.
Use
maxed out to the balls.
that one that just had the convertible with his own wide body on it, the logo.
Yes.
Custom panels on it. Use somebody like that,
Okay.
ideally, who had deep pockets.
Uh-huh.
Where do you think a judge is going to line us up? Will a judge line us up in the same class?
Okay. There, I will tell you. Let's say, for example, that one that we're talking about, that BMW that we're talking about, is a two-door.
Yeah.
So
It's rowdy as fuck.
So let's say, there's no BMW class or Nissan class, but there's a two-door class. Then
Banks.
yes. They definitely
No,
would be,
I know it'll never happen where they get
thrown
lined up,
there.
unless they go to open class or radical class, whatever. But I'm saying,
Maxed out to the balls, it would come down to the final details.
you don't think a judge would give points to the E36 for just making it there, based on the readily available shit for the 350Z?
I mean,
Come on,
that's
you got to.
I would assume a good portion would do that, just because exactly that. Holy shit. And they understand.
Why do I have this E36 parked next to the Z? The Z, all these parts he can buy or make,
Yeah.
or
true.
make special.
Yeah, I guess in that sense.
This E36, this nigga made everything.
Judges can be, I guess, in that aspect. I can see them being a little bit biased.
You see that?
Using that, because of the rarity of how old the car is.
Listen, you're somebody who usually leans on the point system and says this should be a black and white and blah.
Yeah. I
How
mean,
easy-
granted, if I were to
how-
judge a car, that's the way I'm going to judge it.
How easy was it to sway you on that idea?
Extremely easy because I can understand it.
So what's stopping you from making the best E36 you can make and not blowing up?
Because one, I like how it is.
Come on.
I really do. End of the day, I have every single stupid rare part you can find for it. The only thing I am missing
Denon what?
is is the world's dumbest fucking mod.
Mirrors.
No, not even.
'Cause you're
Well,
missing
yeah,
mirrors.
kind of the mirrors, but the real ones are like $700, and I just don't justify that bullshit.
Somebody tried to get you a set of mirrors that were
Yeah,
cool.
they were great if the car's parked. But if I do need to drive it, I'm smacking everything on my passenger side because I can't see any pinga out of those fucking mirrors.
Good thing we have trailers.
But, I mean, whatever. I fucking took Mercedes fucking mirrors, you asshole, and I retrofitted them with blinkers and everything. So, no, fuck you. Fuck you right now.
So
Fuck
go
you,
ahead.
one of one mirrors. Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Going back to the rarity of the stupid parts. The only thing I'm actually really missing is the stupid cup holder that goes inside the glove box.
Why does that matter?
Exactly.
It's an accessory.
Exactly.
Ian would laugh at you.
No, he wouldn't. He honestly, knowing how he is, he'll probably be like, "Son of a bitch, you found it." Swear to God, just give me a fucking point for it, because of how fucking hard it is to find.
A cup holder that goes in the glove box.
You open up the glove box and it slides out automatic. It's the world's stupidest thing. I cannot justify for it, but I want it.
Every car has that stupid mod.
So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Okay.
But going back to Red, do I have things in the pipeline, like in my head, or like designs? And yeah, of
Bullshit.
course-
You're full of shit.
course
You're
I
done with
fucking
Red.
do. No, I'm never, bro. You're never done. You're never fucking done. Look at this guy with fucking long hair. It's,
Hold on, baby Glenn. Come here.
come here, boo. What the fuck? Damn! Look at you with the porn hair and everything.
You want to say hello to anybody or
Yeah, say hi
give
to
anybody
Mike.
a
What's
shout
up?
out?
Fuck you, Isaiah.
Wow, that happened fast.
Look at you with the fucking sexy hair, bro. Oh damn, he's even doing the
Baby Glenn
the head thing and
is
everything.
Somebody who is a prospect for the team and has his own studio down the hall from us.
And he also poops with his clothes on, by the way.
That's an insider that you guys will never understand. And it has nothing to do with me
It's been a
shitting with my
minute.
clothes off.
Felt good to say on the mic. I'm not gonna lie, felt good.
All right, get out of our fucking studio before we call the cleaning guy to hem you
I
up.
love you, bro. Good to see you like always, Bobby.
Wow, that happened fast. That's our second invasion in 2
Yo,
episodes.
what's going on, boys?
Good night. Get home safe. I'm gonna lock the doors after they leave.
That was good. But again, ideas are there.
Yes.
My take on it essentially is I just take time to change up things as I go, because I could have blown out all my ideas in one go.
You should have. Like
No,
I did.
For what? There's no fun in that.
Well, do you really blow out all your ideas, or do you keep on making little tweaks like I'm doing?
No, you do tweaks. You do tweaks to build up to the bigger ideas. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how my brain functions.
Are you going wider?
Yeah, obviously.
Are you going 3-piece?
If you're going to buy them, yeah.
You
obviously.
asshole.
I am very happy with my custom-made turbofans. I do not
Custom-made
care.
turbo fans. I'm
I
gonna
don't
put
care what
spacers
the
on my
fuck anybody tells
wheels,
me.
and they're gonna kill my hubs. And
They're not screaming yet. They're fine. My 1-inch spacers. Fuck you, bro. Those shits were expensive as fuck,
Enough
too.
with
So
the
no.
spacers. You only need
I'm rocking M wheels.
the only time spacers are acceptable is if you have a big brake kit,
I don't.
and then
You can't even see my brakes anyway. I now have turbofans.
turbo fans.
Oh, fuck you. They look dope as shit. I don't care what anybody tells me.
I'm not gonna get into turbofan discussion.
That'll be another topic for another day. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I have ideas. I just execute them
What are we at time wise?
slowly. Oh, we're like at 48 minutes. It's fucking great.
All right. So I wanted to get into something else.
for it.
Jersey,
Yes.
the tint laws. Did you hear about that yet?
Yes, you were informing me that they are now finally in talks of finally approving the tints. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it does. Do I have my hopes up? No, absolutely not. It's been on the quote-unquote legislator fucking for years now, and it always just sits there and collects dust until it dies out.
All right, guys, listen, I want to point something out to you. If you have a pickup truck with no center console and tints, if she doesn't blow you while you drive, she doesn't love you. That's the new rule. That's a new standard.
I needed that.
If you have tints and no center console, you put this episode on. When this part gets on, you look over at her and say, you know,
I
love,
thought you loved me.
I thought you fucking loved me.
This is not real.
And if she's not choking herself to death within the next 10 seconds, she doesn't love you, bro. She just doesn't.
The trick is to go to a gas station, be like, babe, can you get me the gum I really like? And when she goes out, just leave. Guys, don't even fucking listen to me. It's been such a long fucking week. It's
Hey, come on.
it's just been a long week. But yeah, it's one of those things. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it goes through. It'll be great.
Also, Amanda, don't get out the car if he wants a piece of gum. Stay in the
She's
car.
gonna be like, "Fuck you, get your own gum."
Does she listen to this?
Yeah, she listens. She listens all the time.
Amanda, if
She has no choice. She has to.
Amanda, if you hear this, text me an emoji, any emoji at all. I'm curious to see if she really listens.
No, she does. She always does.
Do you think she'll text me?
She will. I mean, obviously, when she hears it,
She's not gonna listen to this.
when we drop it tomorrow,
Yeah.
the next following fucking day, we shoot the shit.
Wild.
So, like, to recap, you would end up all said and done pretty driving
Absolutely.
as long as it's the 8-hour mark.
8-hour mark. You want to know why I made my 8-hour mark?
Because, I mean, one, your back can handle it with those fucking shitty seats you got. Oh, no? I'm sorry. Was that too soon?
Listen, if somebody's willing to sponsor me for a seat as far as
quote unquote, Braum. You said Braum in the first episode.
Braum, Status, whoever, I'll take it.
Status seats would be nice, actually.
I'm open.
That white and black leather would look fucking tits in your car.
Yes.
You just gotta drive with the stupid cheapy cover from like AutoZone.
I'll do that.
So you don't stain it and shit with the jeans, but, that's fine.
They say the middle part in the seat is called your stadussy.
God bless you? What?
No, the where the status seats sit. Mm-hmm. Each leg has its own individual cushion off of the ass cushion.
Oh.
And in between the leg cushions is this stadussy. You have to remember to clean that on status seats.
I can't even wrap my head around that one right
Anyway.
now. So much.
The fact of the matter being is, if somebody wanted to do that, that'd be one thing. But if not, I'm gonna keep my low maxes. Who else has low maxes that you know?
Nah, nobody has a back.
Yeah, they're all retired now. You see how that works?
They're all in walkers now because they were all driving to shows in those seats.
They all have slip discs or wheelchairs.
Now, just before we like recap or whatever, and kind of ended it. My entire premise on the whole asking you on the drive and all that, even from last episode, was as you mod your car more, you end up driving it less, which is my kind of like my whole gist of it all. Because again, the hard work.
With the assumption that somebody's realizing what they put into the car is what their ideal is to preserve.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things because in the day, like they say,
Again, that's just a premise. That doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's
yeah.
actual factual.
the only thing I only say that because when I was showing, this guy's snorting coke right here in front of me.
No,
Holy
that's
shit.
not funny.
I'm kidding. Canceled.
So what I have is this little Vicks inhaler thing, and it clears me out every now and again, so like I have to blow my
It's
nose
cocaine.
afterwards. Why would you say that? My father listens to this. You know that, right?
It's definitely cocaine. No,
That's not funny. That's not funny.
it was too easy not to. But again, I only say it just because all the years when I was showing and driving, I was looking at the older guys rolling their cars off the trailers, and I would never understand it.
Same
know-
reason they didn't fuck their wife. They don't want to use what they have. Me, I use what I have. You couldn't follow up after me. Tie a 2x4 to your ass, you're gonna fall in.
I'm fine.
I'm just saying, dude, I use my shit.
I get it. I get all that. But also, you still have the mentality of the revamp.
So what?
Don't make me fucking dig through the episodes. Because season fucking 1,
I said I was gonna do it.
you're talking mad shit.
I'll still drive it.
Season fucking 2 came around.
I was like, I'm driving it less.
I'm gonna drive a little bit less. Season fucking 3 happened.
Trailer.
So shut the fuck up.
And now.
Yes, granted, you drove it now. Why? You're doing a revamp.
You know what
so
life's
you
about?
feel comfy. You feel comfortable because you know what? Fuck this guy. He's gonna have to fix my shit anyway.
That's not true, George. George listens to this too. George,
I just
please.
wanted to say that. I'm just fucking with you.
George, dude, he's not funny, George. He's not funny at all. I'm not laughing. I'm not smiling. I'm looking at him with a solid face through the table
While
right
he
now.
does cocaine.
Yo, we are banned and you are tired. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up now.
So I'm gonna post up the questionnaire for today's episode. When push comes to shove, your project car is done 100% to exactly how you want, point A to point B. Would you still drive it to an 8-hour show? Or would you trailer it if you had the chance to trailer it? Or if you don't have the means of a trailer, you just scrap it.
All right, hold on.
So that's going to be the question.
I want to also add something to that because this question is a really weird question because most of these people that listen to this show don't have something worth not driving. Sorry, guys, because
What do you mean? You trying to say they all drive shit cars?
no, I'm trying to
Because you
say
can
that
find them at like snuff at. No,
what I'm trying to say is
all
that
the hate mail that's going to come your way.
they don't
now.
reply to our questionnaires because
No, you know what?
hold on, it doesn't apply to them, and something like this really doesn't apply to most of our listeners.
No, but you know what? I ask it anyway because let's say, for example, if you're not, well,
You're
better
not highly
said.
modified.
No, okay. Let's kind of retract it back a little bit. My level of highly modified is different from your level of highly modified to somebody else's.
Hold
level
on,
of highly
guys. You want to
modified.
prove a point? Go and answer the poll. And you know what? If I get over 10 answers,
Let's make this happen. He's gonna do a line of code in front of us live. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
why
I
you
don't know-
keep
I don't
on
know.
going
I
there?
don't
What
know.
is
I'm
wrong
still
with
stuck
you?
on this. I don't know why. I need more
it's
coffee.
a fucking Vicks inhaler. Literally, it's a little thing it's a Vicks inhaler. It provides quick relief from blocked nose.
Yeah, it does. I know something else that gives a quick relief.
Leave
dude.
Alfredo out of this. You're so fucked.
But that's gonna be the question here. I'm curious to see if you would do it. Because
And
again,
if we have more than 10 people answer this that have actual cars, and don't be shy to leave your @, so we can see if you have an actual fucking car.
actually that would be kind of cool because we can always pull it up and actually.
But these people aren't going to do it. We're not going to get more than 10
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
that have actual. All right, listen, guys, I need you to do this.
So
Get on
I think it would be cool.
If you drive that 8 hours, let us know.
So
We get more than 10 people.
drop the IG. Actually, I would love to actually see the cars.
We get more than 10 people, I'll do the giveaway. And I'll sponsor a giveaway.
Okay, I mean that's fine. He'll also send a poster of his feet pics.
And that's before next week. I want the answers, guys. So that means you have to listen.
No,
to
yeah, they have a whole week. They have a whole week to answer until next
Because
week.
if
Then
we-
I'll read it out.
You know, we're not going to have more than 10 people answer this.
Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. Again, sometimes a good portion are modded, but not, to the fucking balls. And a lot of the listener base is like halfway there, if that makes any sense. From like the algorithm and the stuff that I see.
Yeah.
They're, 18 to 25. You're not going to have a full-blown fucking show car. But, I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. If you can, power to you. But chances are, you're not there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Either you're getting your ideas down or you're halfway there, at least, from the bigger picture. But that's pretty much the demographic. But I am curious, and hopefully the people overseas that listen chime in. Because we also now have a new feature that you can now translate the entire podcast to like over 500 fucking languages. So have fun with that. That's going to be fun in itself.
Also, guys, don't forget we're on AMP.
Not anymore, sadly. AMP closed its doors. It wasn't working the way Amazon wanted. So they actually shut down the entire service.
I heard we were coming back up again now.
It's one of those things.
Look in your emails.
They shut it down. We had a live stream of 500 people listening to music, which was fun.
Okay.
But then like Amazon was like, nah, it's not working for me too well. And they literally shut down the service. I think literally the service ends tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, for AMP. So sadly, that's done and over. But we always have something else cooking in the pipeline.
We're still on
anyway.
every other fucking platform there
So
is.
it's one of those things.
We're also on YouTube.
So let's see what happens. But I'm going to leave the questionnaire. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Keep it custom, my friends, because life's way too short to stay stuck.
Later, babe.